Hi, it's Andrew from RTR, and we're here to do a quick review of this. Any guesses as to what this is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're all aware of what this is. This is the Sendero from Element RC, and it's the new kid on the block. So we're going to have a little look at it. We haven't bought this. I'll be quite upfront with you. This is a mate's truck, okay? It's his first crawler. He's finally joined the crawling ranks, and you're going to see a fair bit of this on the channel because he's a good mate. I work with him, and he's let me have his week-old, 10-day-old Sendero to have a little talk about. So let's get some close-up and let's get stuck in. Right, so the Element RC Sendero. Is it any good? Yeah, I think it's bloody brilliant, to be quite honest with you. Why do I think that? Well, last night Martin installed the 12% Overdrive gear into this, and we've taken it out for a little run on our favourite mud bank zone at Waterford, and it absolutely smashed it. I've got to say, it looks mighty impressive now, going up a hill and coming down a hill. Thanks in part, no doubt, to the Proline Super Swamper XL and heavy Boomracing Beadlocks that I've lent him, Martin, you know what that word means. Obviously these are immensely capable tyres, I'm sure you all know, so they are going to flatter anything, but I can just tell from the way the truck is moving, and there's going to be video playing in the background of the truck doing its thing. I could just tell by the way the truck was moving and the way it was just effortlessly going uphill, and indeed to some degree coming downhill, but I'll come back to that. But certainly going up a hill, this overdrive feature, and it's even visible to the eye at 12%. Oh, it's just slightly less than 12%, but I don't care. 12% extra rotation on this axle over that axle makes a big difference. Just keeps the truck right on line. It's a strange thing. You can see it's different, but it's like, what's making it? Is it the tyres? No. What is it that's making the truck look and just drive a little bit different? If you've never driven the truck with overdrive on, try it out. It is quite something. So I'm a big fan now. I like it a lot. We have changed the wheels and tyres, as you can see, just like every RTR. It's a little bit light on its toes, I think, with the plastic wheels. I didn't have a spare set of Beadlocks to try Martin's grabber tyres on with some heavy rims on, so I just lent him this pre-mounted set. So yeah, definitely you need to get some heavy wheels, get some weight, get the tyres pushed down a little bit forward, a little bit more on the ground, stops it bouncing around so much. Well done Element RC for giving us plastic Beadlocks in the RTR kit, so the tyres, which are actually pretty decent, those grabbers are not bad tyres at all. I wouldn't junk them, I'd keep them. I think they'll clog up a little bit in the mud, but otherwise, yeah. They give us RTR Beadlocks, fantastic. You can junk the plastic rim, keep the good tyre. Beautiful. You buy an Axial 10.2 RTR with its half-decent Goodrich tyres on, they're glued to the rims. So, you know, kind of stuck, right? So well done Element for that. That's a nice little touch. Appreciate it. What else is great about this truck? This. Movable, collapsible mirrors. We like it. So when the truck rolls over, it doesn't dig in and rip out. Great chunky body shell, thank you Axial, which mine has done. And even if it falls over like this and then you decide to try and be fancy and right the truck up by steering and applying a bit of power, it doesn't rip the door mirror out and take a chunk of the bodywork with you, like my Axial does. This is awesome. Scale mirror, door, windscreen wipers as well. That's really good, we like that little extra touch. See-through windows, we like that as well. Thin, flimsy, bendy, easily torn. Body shell. No, thank you. We don't like that very much. We do like the cutouts though. so it fits over the runners. We like that. But the thin, bendy, cheapest chips, Lexan bodywork. But who cares? We're going to bin it anyway, probably. It's got a nice grill as well. Yeah, with the headlights that are wired in. So they've done a half good job on this. We like that. Most of us junk the bodywork anyhow. So, but a good job nonetheless. So you've got a detachable bed here. You've probably seen on reviews. You can take the bed off and put a truggy thing on the back or something like that. That would be really cool as well. Like that. Good design. Bumpers are pretty awful. Even for RTR bumpers, they're cheap, nasty, hard, kind of just a bit grim. We've junked the front one for better clearance, and I've put this cheap metal eBay one on in the meanwhile. Under the skin, what have we got? We've got what I suspect is a Hobbywing 1040 ESC with a Reedy badge on it, but it looks awfully reminiscent of the cheaper Hobbywing ESCs, and to be honest, it drives like one. I think the motor flatters it. The motor, I believe, is very good, and I think it flatters the ESC. The reverse on this ESC is dreadful. It is horribly snatchy, and there just seems to be on. It's just either off. You're either not going backwards, or you're going backwards at full throttle. It really is a bit gnarly, the throttle on this. It just shoots off. On 3S, which this one is. So the ESC, yeah. It's just an RTR ESC, isn't it? Eh? It's going to junk that as well, probably. The radio and the receiver thing, well, it works. What can I say? It's got your nice 3-channel switch on here. So if you're going to try winch and so on, and then there you go. So if you're going to try a winch and stuff, they've thought of that and put enough flexibility in the system. Well done, beautiful. We like that. The unit itself, the handset itself, is not terribly exciting. And nice to hold or anything, but you know, it is what it is. The good thing, what seems to apply to this truck a lot, and I don't see this in many of the others, they've obviously carved their budget up really nicely, and they've spent the budget on stuff that would be hard or difficult or expensive to replace, and they haven't spent a lot of budget on the stuff that most of us junk anyhow: body shells, ESCs, wheels, bumpers. These are things that we tend to just replace in 6 months' time anyhow. So why should they spend a huge amount of their budget on them? Good point. And they haven't. So I think that's wicked. The shocks are awesome. Love the shocks. The movement, the travel, the flex. I mean, this thing's got flex for days. Look. Beautiful. Chassis seems so well put together and balanced. You've got the battery sitting where it should be. They could have put it 10.2 style up front here, but they've left room for the winch, for a servo to power the winch. So you've got a pretty good pretty good stock servo here. Hasn't got a problem dealing with these big grippy tyres. Thought it might have, but it didn't. So good work. That might last a fair amount of time. The motor, as I've said, is really, really nice. 5-pole brushed Reedy branded can. Very, very nice. Lovely, creamy, smooth power. With a good ESC behind it, I reckon that would be a killer. Absolute dream. I'll be buying one of these next. If I need to replace a brush can, I won't be buying another Talkmaster Pro because I have a habit of killing those. But I'll be buying one of these probably. So yeah, as a chassis, awesome. John. Love it. So, how is the truck? Brilliant. Really like it. Like I said at the beginning, I can't seriously pick a fault with it. You can moan about the body shell or the this or the that, but the important stuff is right. With the usual upgrades that most crawling fanatics are going to do to this truck, it's going to be a dream. It's going to be a killer. Would I buy it over a TRX4? No idea. I haven't driven the TRX4 Sport before. I don't know. That's where the price point roughly is. I don't know. Am I a great big believer in portal axles? Not really. They're okay. I guess they have their plus points, but they have their downsides as well. Would I buy this over a 10.2 RTR? Yes, I would. Any of the 10.2 RTR incarnations, I believe this will be a better performing rig. That's just my 10 pence worth. Would I buy a Blazer 10.2 RTR? Yes, because it's got a beautiful body shell on it, which this doesn't. So, you know. But as a chassis, and they've released the chassis kit for this. Oh man, this is a good chassis. This is a well thought out chassis. So I like it. It's a big thumbs up from us, and it's going to be. I think we're going to have trouble keeping up with Martin and this, which is not really the point of having a new friend in the game, is it? You know, the newbie in the gang isn't supposed to have the best truck, right? We didn't think that one through. I should have told him to buy something else. I won't say what. FTX. Yeah, should have told him to buy something else. And Johnny from Aussie RC. I did suggest a cross truck, but it was too much money. What are you going to do? Type what he is. Anyway. Yeah, so there you go. Thank you. We love it. Great truck. Awesome. Thanks, Mark, for the lend of it. I'll have my wheels back now. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.